What if the most painful chapter of your life turned out to be the one that changed you the most? That's exactly how Jennifer Lopez describes her divorce from Ben Affleck, calling it the best thing that ever happened to me. And yes, you heard that right. In a recent sit-down with CBS Sunday Morning, Lopez didn't hold back. At 56, she says the end of her marriage to Affleck wasn't just heartbreak, it was transformation. Her exact words, "It changed me. It helped me grow in a way that I needed to grow." For someone who's lived her entire adult life under the spotlight, this wasn't just another breakup. This was about survival, reinvention, and yes, growth. What makes the timing even more surreal is that their divorce was finalized in January 2025, the very same month her latest movie, Kiss of the Spider-Woman, premiered at Sundance. And here's the twist. Ben Affleck was an executive producer on that very film. Imagine working side by side with your soon-to-be ex, while privately watching your marriage crumble. That's the tightrope Lopez was walking. She admits it was one of the hardest periods of her life. On set, she was glowing, thriving in a role she loved. But when the camera stopped rolling, reality hit hard. She told CBS, "Every moment on set I was so happy. And then it was like back home it was not great. And it was just like, how do I reconcile this?" That emotional whiplash, pure joy in her career but turmoil at home, is something so many fans connected with instantly. Of course, this wasn't just any Hollywood breakup. We're talking about Bennifer, one of the most famous couples of the last 2 decades. Their story started way back in 2002, when they got engaged and dominated every tabloid cover. But in 2004, the fairy tale came crashing down, and both moved on. Lopez married Mark Anthony, had twins Max and Emmy, and built an empire. Affleck tied the knot with Jennifer Garner, started a family of 3, and fought his own battles in the public eye. Fast forward almost 2 decades later, and the two rekindled their romance in 2021. Against all odds, Bennifer 2.0 was born, and the world couldn't get enough. Their whirlwind Vegas wedding in 2022 felt like a storybook comeback. Fans believed it was proof that true love could get a second chance. But 3 years later, reality proved far more complicated. Behind the glitz and nostalgia, Lopez and Affleck were navigating blended families, media scrutiny, and very different lifestyles. The final straw, that remains between them. But what Lopez has made clear is that the split didn't break her. If anything, it pushed her to evolve. This is why fans are so fascinated. Because Lopez isn't just another celebrity going through a divorce. She's someone who turns heartbreak into headlines. And then into art. Every breakup, every love story somehow makes its way into her music, her films, her image. And if history tells us anything, this chapter might inspire some of her boldest work yet. So while the world debates whether Bennifer was doomed from the start, Lopez is focused on the bigger picture. Her career is thriving, her voice is stronger than ever, and she's made peace with one of the most public relationships in Hollywood. As she put it, endings aren't always tragedies. Sometimes they're exactly the wake-up call you need. And with Lopez hinting that this experience was a turning point, fans are already asking, will her next album, her next film, reveal even more about what really went on behind closed doors? One thing is for sure, when Jennifer Lopez speaks, the world listens.